All right, so let's talk about trauma. Again, one of those things. What is it? What isn't it? Uh, Trauma basically comes about when someone experiences usually a sudden, unexpected event that has a deep impact on the mind. It can also be that it happens as little small events over the course of time, can actually build up to being traumatic. For little children, it's much more easy for them to be traumatized by the most minor of things. They don't have a critical factor built in yet into the mind to be able to determine, what's true, what isn't true. So they often can go just immediately to the worst case, especially if that's how their parents raised them. So the main thing that matters with trauma is that how it happened doesn't actually matter. Not when it comes to resolving it. Now, if you've been through therapy or counseling or coaching, they may have a different idea about that. They may want to talk to you for months or years on end, try and get every little detail about your childhood or about an event or whatever in order to try and get you to eventually release the negative impact of that trauma. This is what we call slow and expensive. And it's not what we do. Yeah. We are all about rapid change. I don't mind expensive. I do mind slow. And when I say expensive for them, I'm talking a lot. When I say expensive for us, it can kind of be a lot, but at the same time, we make it affordable in one way or another. And we get the job done quick so that you have the results right away. What are you going to say?
And we guarantee if the first time we deal with it,
that's the other thing.
It doesn't fully get released and fixed, you still have an issue.
That's the other thing, yes.
Therapists
don't guarantee their work.
And you come back and we will work with you again. We'll try something different because we have more than one technique to help you with anything.
Yes, that's actually as we mentioned many times before, there's 3 ways to get help. Slow and cheap, quick and expensive, slow and expensive. Don't choose a third option. It's the most common, but it's the worst, truthfully. Because at least cheap and slow is cheap. We make sure it's affordable in one way or another. And as Meredith said, we guarantee our work. We will work with you until the problem is resolved. Now, we've never had a problem so far that we haven't been able to resolve, as long as we can get the client to actually be at cause. And if you don't know what that is, then go back to the playlist that says start here. You should have started there. So you'll understand being at cause. If you can be at cause, we can help you overcome basically anything. Excuse me. We can help you overcome basically anything. And is there anything else we need to mention about trauma?
You were going to talk about clutter and trauma.
Clutter and trauma, yes. One of the many ways that trauma manifests itself in life is clutter. And basically, the more traumatic an event, the more a person will have a lot of clutter around them. And also the more traumatic events, plural. Because it may not be just one majorly traumatic event, it may just be a lot of milder or mid-range events, causing a lot of clutter and hoarding and that kind of thing.
Think of people who went through the Great Depression. I'm sure some of you either knew somebody who went through that, or at least have heard stories where they were washing everything out to reuse because it's still got life in it. That was a traumatic experience for a lot of people, and especially a lot of young people growing up with that. And that continued to affect them
for the rest of
their lives. And they probably had a lot of clutter because, but you still got life. That's still useful.
Yeah, that might be useful again one time. I know we haven't used it in 3 years, but I might still need it, even though it's from a hobby that they don't have anymore.
Or they tossed whatever or lost whatever it charged, or
Right. Like it's
what
no
the
longer
screw went
functional,
into,
but
or whatever.
yeah. And that's can be based on trauma. Other ways that trauma can manifest is, of course, anxiety is one of the most common. Just uncontrollable emotions is also a result of trauma. But the main thing to know about trauma is that it's all resolvable. It can all be fixed. And when you work with us, we guarantee our results. That's something that sets us aside from the slow options. They don't guarantee the results. Neither the books or self-help stuff, nor the therapists and counselors and all that. Neither one guarantees their results. We do.
Now, we won't come and help you clear out your house.
No, we're not declutterers.
But we will help you get to where you
we'll clear
feel
out
like
the
you
mind,
can.
and
Yes.
then you can clear out the house. Although if you're in the Tulsa area, we do know a declutterer. Well, that's all for this video.
If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment or a question below.
It really does help to let YouTube know that others should also be watching these videos. Also remember to check out our Facebook group. It's all about relationships of any kind. And of course, most importantly, click below and schedule that free consultation. We have options for people at every level. Whatever your problem is, if we don't have a YouTube video for it, we can get you some other kind of resource, even if there's no money in the bank. So even if you can't actually do a personal one-to-one with us, there's options. Definitely click that link, schedule that call. And that's all we got for now. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.